They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the wideout in motion. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Cody Core, 84 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Everybody, 188.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks. So a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Elliott. And now running right through him. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. A first down carry by Elliott. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Detroit. Over.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
$51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. Room here to run. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Foreman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Let's go, D. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And some space here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Elliott, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. carry for Foreman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, Prescott. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Throwing, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here comes Grant on the return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll escape to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Slot man moves right.
Jack, go get him, go get him, go get him. No, Jack, Patriot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. The slot man in motion right. They're going to look to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get out.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some room to work. He's to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Todd. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And over the middle, this is Parker. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 5.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Raekwon McMillan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Prescott to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here's Foreman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Prescott now on second down. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Third and long for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard right around the 26. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Over the middle here to Wilson. Back now in Miami. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. They'll drop the throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Now let's go.
In motion left is Wilson.
Gun. All right, now, look at 56.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Looking to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room past the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And down he'll go at the 25. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Come on now, let's go.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got him.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Steps away to his left. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And his throw here's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Set. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to record another sack, their sixth of the afternoon.
Strong left. Oh, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.